So when you feel sad, lonely, or stressed, or have any problem that you can't deal with, you're really fighting against a feeling and like the idea that you can't deal with it right now, rather than the actual problem. That's the main thing. And here are three ways that I usually like to get through it. First of all, check yourself. Check your status bars, right? Check your food, check your water. Have you drank enough? Have you eaten enough? Did you go outside today? Did you go outside for enough time today? Have you slept enough last night? Can you nap? Is that something you can do? All your status bars are really important. If you're feeling lonely, like, is there? We'll get to this, but the idea is: are you feeling connected enough? Are you feeling safe enough? Are you feeling loved enough? Etc. 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 Now, a large part of this comes from not being connected enough to people. Like the idea that it feels really hard to do things when it feels like you're alone and feels like people won't support you. So number two is look at people immediately around you, right? Even if you don't like them, will you feel better by spending time with them? If you sit down and ask them a couple questions about their day and tell them about yours, is that going to help you? Even if they're not your favorite people, right? Is there something you can do with that? Just like spending time or even looking at them, right? Just feeling like there's people with you, people around you, can help a ton with those types of feelings. And number three is look at your phone. Are there people in there that would be better if they were next to you? Can you call those people? Is there a way you can maybe even get them next to you, right? Having people in your life means that they are willing to drop things for you. Maybe they're not even dropping anything. Maybe they're not doing anything, right? But maybe if they're lonely, maybe there's a way you guys can work something out and be lonely together, be connected together in that way that makes you both feel a little less lonely. Um, so those are my main three things. If those don't work, then I would think about purpose. I think purpose is one of the best ways to be motivated to do things and to feel better when you have a problem. So I would think about the reasons that people make you happy. Like that's the thing that really works for me, that makes me tick. Think about the reasons that make you happy. Think about the people that make you want to live just to live for them, right? The people in your life that you really love, the people in your life that are happy and giggly and silly and funny. Think I think it just really people are really cute, especially when they like other people. Is brilliant. And there are people that love you, and there are people that think of you the same way. And if you really don't think there are, then be that person, right? Kick that, kick that switch, kick that flip, man, whatever. But like genuinely, just do the thing. Be that guy for so many people, and you're gonna figure out that people love you, and people love having friends that make them want to live. And if your friends aren't doing the same thing for you, then find new friends. And I'm telling you, it's so rewarding to have friends that you love and friends that love you and friends who make you want to live and live just for them, just so you can see them another day, right? Give yourself that same respect in the mirror, right? Instead of going in the mirror to find a problem with yourself, go in the mirror and see a friend that you love, see someone that you love, right? Um, when we're silly around each other and wondrous and happy, you want to be that person. You want to live for those people. What can you do to serve them better? What can you do to serve yourself better? What can you do to serve your friendship better? What can you do to serve everybody in the world better? Right? Serving other people is a really, really easy way to find purpose, um, and it's a way that works for happiness. Right? It works for happiness, for motivation, for having things to do every day. You start volunteering. It gives you so much purpose and drive to just live life and like bring everything you can out of it. I also want to add, and this is a separate part, that the last part about being wondrous and happy and you want to be like that is true. I think that's especially true if you're a man. I think right now women in general have it more figured out in terms of being silly and happy and wondrous. But us men, like, we have our struggles right now. You live with struggles that nobody understands. You live with struggles that are very personal to you and that we increasingly just aren't talking to each other for. But you also live with privilege that you don't understand, and it affects you in ways that are also personal to you. By being especially happy, wondrous, and silly, you're making connections who are willing to be there when it is time to talk about those things, right? By showing up and kicking that flip, right? Um, Motivation isn't like you have to start doing the thing first. Like there's this CGP Grey video about how to be happy, and it's like there's two sides of the wheel. There's the like physical side, so you can start caring about your physical health, and or you can start caring about your mental health, and you can start going to therapy and those things, and both of those things will help you with your happiness. But kind of the physical side of things is a little the sides of the wheel are a little grippier on that end, and that is true. But it's also true for making those connections for being wondrous. Be starting being wondrous, starting that wheel, like just wondering things on your own, and then making friends that way, making asking questions to people like rejection therapy, all those things like they can they can really help you find friends that love you and are happy to be with you and whatnot. And when you have those connections, like the wheels already turning, the wheels turning before you know it. Um, and when it is that time to talk about your problems, you'll remember that your purpose every day is to show the world that as a man, even with all the obstacles that are in front of you, that you are able to maintain like your optimal and forever passionate self, right? Your self that is wondrous and happy and whatnot. But that you're also able to stand up for those around you, those who are less privileged and those who didn't get the luck that you got but are also entitled to be people in the world. Those who push their own problems every day to look there to show you that it's possible to be silly in the world, right? Especially if these people are women, because they go through so much that we don't understand. And I'm not here to tell you whether it's worse or better or whatever. I'm here to tell you that um, it doesn't really matter if it's worse or better. It just matters that you're in a position where you can stand up for them in a way that they can't. Um, you have different amounts of powers that they do in different ways in different circumstances, and so the best thing that you can do as a man is just stand up for everybody, right? Especially if you're a white-looking man, then you can stand up for everybody, and you can do your best, and that's all anybody can ask of you. If people are silly while still being women and while still being colored and while still being other things, then you can too. I guarantee it. And people that show you that they can still be women and make mistakes and advance and be happy and be silly and be wondrous, those people that want to make you live for them, you should just look at life through a lens of love that never wanes. Show up for those people. Flip the switch. I'm telling you. Just be that guy. You'll make those friends and learn to love. Like, live and learn. I, I, I I really don't want to get into all the systemic values that have made women be better at communicating their feelings right now. It's not very complicated at all. Read a book, but read All About Love, or read the Will to Change book by Bell Hooks, about one about masculinity. But either way, um, yeah, be that guy. Like, be awesome. You know what it's like. You were a child once, and then you learned the rules of the world and what you needed to do to protect yourself and what to talk about and what you couldn't talk about. So do your thing. Do your thing. I know you can. Anyway, I hope you feel better. I trust in you. I trust in you. Good night. Bye.